I
You're
made
worn out, right? No.
the most embarrassing
I saw it.
typo.
I saw it.
I didn't catch that. I was trying to figure out.
It was a funny one.
This said pubic.
That is
And of course, it was talking about her daughter. So it was, and Mary caught that, and I was like, oh.
And I didn't.
Are we
catch
on
that.
now? Of course we are. Of course. Of course we are.
That is an easy mistake.
So the mayor reported that one to you, and you were like, oh.
I said, that was an hell of a mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you'll really be keeping an eye on
Well,
it.
Yes.
Oh, so were there any other changes to the minute?
No, I think that'll cover it.
Seeing that there are no changes, would anyone like to make a motion?
I motion to approve the minutes
Second.
from January.
All those in favor of
Aye.
approving the minutes?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, motion carries. Open issues, artist studio tour, location flag status.
All right, I have a new image. It's kind of hard to, because it's of course on my phone. I was going to bring my computer, but I didn't get to go with you.
Oh, I like
okay.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
So the only thing, my only,
You have to
Thank-
tilt it for Doug.
oh, I'm sorry.
He is
Doug,
trying,
I'm
he's
sorry.
almost in my lap. He's almost in my lap.
My,
That doesn't look quite that way.
he tried to, pull the images out of the logo up here to kind of fill it in. I just wasn't, which,
Nice and colorful.
which, I know this may be something we can do later, but I'm like, we don't really do any music. So I didn't know if you wanted something more related to the studio art tour, but then I thought, well, maybe sometime we could add some music.
Why
I
not?
think we should.
So I was like, oh, that's kind of a good idea,
Yeah.
actually. It made me think we don't do music.
Yeah.
It's like when they have painters at the garden walk, we could have musicians.
Yeah, I was
Studio
like, maybe
art
that's
tour.
something we can add. Like it sparked a,
Right.
Does he want to do like something in that little black
he,
space?
he had, right here,
Yeah,
he had something in there.
like dancing.
But it looked a little bit, I'll ask him to send it to me. He said he had, because I did ask about that too, and then even like down in here.
Yeah.
Right.
And he said it looked a little full, like
I mean-
overfill. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he kind of wanted the main focus. He didn't want to draw eyes up there. He just, your main focus, you kind of want right there.
Mm-hmm.
So he felt like his eyes were drawn more up that way when it had that much up there. But I can ask him to put it back and send it to me.
Maybe just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to try maybe the CC or the dancer?
Yeah.
You could do either one or both of those and lose
'Cause
the
that
logo
one's
itself since
probably-
it's all duplicated.
Yeah, except that's our.
I think
Yeah,
that's
we're trying to
probably-
brand
It is a
something
brand.
symbol-wise up here at the top just to catch people's eyes so they look down on it.
Yeah, like he
Like,
was
I
trying
don't
to bring it,
Maybe he could put the palette up at the top and something else at the bottom, and then there's like.
yeah,
I don't know. I just like the
we can.
balance of
Yeah,
something
one of
else.
those.
Yeah, I even thought about shifting that too.
Yeah, something like
So
that.
What
I
about
think
like-
so it
What
balanced.
about like gold stars or something on the?
Well, what
Yeah.
she's saying is move the palette to the top, so it's like a pyramid.
Right.
Yeah.
And that way
Palette.
it widens down
Palette
toward
and
the
this.
logo.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's as much math as I know.
we
Yeah,
can play
but I
with
do
that.
like it. I like it a lot. Just
It looks a
general.
lot better black,
Mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
The blue looks
And it
very-
looks fun, and it looks like you would be driving by and be like, oh, what's that?
And it correlates, I told him it correlates to our tent,
Mm-hmm.
'cause our tent is black, so it kind of like, they all kind of jive together. So that is that.
Very nice.
Oh, speaking of our tent, we ought to, at some point, think about trying to find a giant bag for our tent.
I got one.
Did we?
Yeah, we
Okay.
got one by the end of the year,
Whoever broke that bag, I don't.
but I thought either
I knew
somebody,
that was gonna come back to haunt me.
I don't know, but it wasn't me.
I didn't think it was you. I thought it was.
It was a collaborative effort.
there is one in the closet, so if we
Well,
want
I think we
to switch it
struggled with
over.
it the first time too.
And it has wheels, so you can actually
Okay.
wheel it.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we talk also about other things about the artist tour?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we need to change it up and
Yes.
bring in new people. And
that's why I
so
thought about
am
the music too.
asking each of you to bring me a name before next meeting,
Okay.
all right? Because we have to get some new people. It's not going to work otherwise.
No, people aren't gonna.
We can keep the people we've had, but
You gotta add some new to it.
we've gotta
for
have
people,
them on a
yeah.
rotation.
That's what kind of sparked my thinking with the music. I was like, oh, well, that'd be something new and different. And maybe you'd bring a different set of people too.
Well, and if you do that, you also bring in families,
Yeah,
especially
Yeah.
if it's kiddie stuff,
Yeah.
kid stuff.
right.
You know, I wonder, the restaurant area there right across the street from where we're at,
With the little stage.
yeah, somebody could set up in there or something.
Yeah, we should check if that's
Yeah.
possible.
I just sent you the sculpture that I sent her the information on before,
Okay.
this Adam Boyle.
Okay.
Oh, did you just get credit for a point there?
I was amazing. Normally it would be like before the last meeting, but I was like, yeah, there, I got you, there, hey. I get you the artist. I get you a new artist.
Really?
Yeah,
Ha
he's a sculptor.
ha, okay.
Yeah.
And we will see. He got frustrated with Fort Wayne was it Museum of Art or the Art Link
Art Link?
because they charge so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Is that the one guy we talked to?
yes,
Oh.
yes. Remember he was showing us those
Yeah.
neat geometric
Yeah.
designs? Okay. Sorry, didn't mean to stop the call.
No, that's
No.
fine. We should ask the quilters. You know, there's a strong group of quilters. And Mary Ann Anderson and all these other people, and they are amazing. And that would be a stop, to have an assemblage. So don't leave out a group of people who do like things, you know?
Do we know yet when we want to, like, what's the registration window gonna be?
Well, it's been about September the 6th. Because we're like, yes, you can be at the thing.
Right.
But really, it'd be nice if it was by the end of August.
Yeah.
I mean, before, maybe the middle of August, okay?
Like, when would it start?
Oh, we
I would
could,
say now.
I would think
Okay.
I was gonna say,
we
rather
could
than a
enter it
window.
now,
Yeah.
and like, let's just say August 15th.
Okay.
It's easier to add to a list than to start from scratch.
Yeah. Because all we have to do is line up, well, it's gotta, if we have, let's say we get 100 applications. August 15th comes, I guess we still have time, we should have been looking at them before August 15th.
Mhm.
Okay,
Right.
all right.
All right. Anything else related to the studio tour anybody wants to talk about?
Is there any way to put that by August 15th out there? Is that what we're talking about, like maybe
Yeah.
the radio station or the?
Yeah, we could put it
Yeah.
there, we could,
Mhm.
probably the Bones Theater thing.
Mhm.
We can also put it on the calendar, which is the next thing on the agenda.
We could put it on Columbia City Connect too.
Mm-hmm.
I have the, for the tour too, I have us on the calendar
For Columbia City Connect?
for Line Street.
Oh.
And it's a good thing I did it early January because it's already booked some of August. So we can't do the week before, but I've got it written down. I actually scheduled a couple weeks because I figured it'd be nice to have it up there a couple weeks. But yeah, the week before is gone already. So we'll do like early August, the first and second week of August, I believe is what I said, go ahead and put us down for. And then this is the, oh, that made it smaller. I can pass this
Oh, yeah,
around.
oh, yeah.
But that's the, Jennifer and I kind of,
That's
Played.
nice. It's easy to read.
yeah, played with it a little bit.
I like it.
Kind of made some adjustments to make it easy to read.
Mm-hmm.
So 46 graphics, that, I forgot about that, my fault.
And then as we're,
Wow, that is gonna be eye-catching.
as we're registering people, I feel like we talked about this already, but are we gonna be kind of pushing them towards setting up, like if rather than have them way out in the county that they set
Mhm.
up in town somewhere.
Yeah, we
Okay.
talked about that.
Yeah,
The only caveat I have is maybe, like, go ahead and advertise, register now, but maybe not say August 15th yet,
Mhm.
because here's what's gonna happen, you're gonna have people wait.
Mhm.
Oh, I got all the way to August 15th.
Right.
right,
So maybe not start
Oh, yeah,
pushing
just
that
register
date.
now.
right. Well, and we
Right
only have
now?
a certain number of flags, right?
We have 10,
Right, so,
so yeah. But I guess I wouldn't share the date, August 15th quite yet. You could do register now and
Yeah.
kind of get it going, but maybe not give the date so that people don't. I just know with my clientele, you can't
It
give them
sounds
the
a
date.
long
They'll
way
wait.
off.
Yeah, you'll wait till July.
right, and I'd rather not wait.
Yeah, yeah.
Because there's a lot of work involved.
I mean, you
with the
can
last
share
one.
it
It's a
in
lot of
June.
vacations and.
Maybe
and summer,
register
too.
ASAP.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
more promote it like that.
Yeah,
And then maybe give the date in like June.
maybe
You could-
just even limited spaces.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
I just know people, they'll wait. If you tell them
Yeah.
August 15th, they're like, that's so far away, I'm
Right.
gonna wait.
Well, and we will have at least 3 public places in town where they can set up,
Yes,
in
yeah,
addition to, like, maybe other ones too.
yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Just a thought, I mean, we can, I just,
All right, super.
Good topic.
Too, Greg, early on, because I'd like to do the first Friday too, so.
Oh, okay.
uh,
In that space?
Can it just paint, Mike, or,
Mhm.
like, first Friday, can I just paint?
That's what you wanna do,
Since you canceled on me last year?
yeah. Well, watch how the weather is.
right.
Yeah, yeah, if that's what you wanna
Can we
do.
work something out too, where the weather's good?
I'll write it down now.
Put in his order.
Yeah.
What is the plan for First Friday? Do you, like, is there a name for it?
I don't think we came up with a name for it yet, cause I think we just switched it to September.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll check at our next meeting, but I don't think they came up with a name yet.
Okay. I have it on our calendar as like focus on the arts at First Friday. Just to sort of explain what that
You
is.
could call
Right.
it Artist Studio September if you're trying to be alliterative and say, you know, or use Studio September or something like that. Yeah, I guess.
Or visit artists first Friday event.
Artists at First Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I know that they like the artists, the August artist thing or
Or
whatever.
local
Arts in
artists.
Au-
event.
Arts in August.
Arts in August.
Mhm.
Arts in August, yeah.
Yeah, I'll double check when I get home, see.
Okay.
I'm pretty
If they
sure
have
we
like a
did.
particular name, if you could let me
Okay.
know right away, then I can change that, because
Put it on there.
I imagine we're gonna be ready to go with that
Mhm.
pretty
Thank you.
quick.
Yeah,
Alright.
So we have an 11-month calendar.
yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Starts with February.
Hey,
I mean, we're out of the box people, so.
Yeah.
Well, or you still could have done it 12-month and done it, run it into January
Into
of
January.
26, which I've seen calendars that do
Yeah.
that, that are like
You could.
18-month calendars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
you could.
you're good.
If you need one more picture, but if you've just got 11.
Yeah. So I had hoped to print it off, but I ran out of time, so that's the front of it. It can change. There is
Oh.
February.
Oh.
That's Jody Sargent. She mostly does animal photography. That's the calendar itself. All of our dates for our commission meetings are on the calendar.
Oh, I know that week.
Is that you?
That was a
Yeah.
hard one. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And then there's that. April, I was digging around in your
Yeah,
content.
yeah, it's
That's
fine.
cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
I thought this was kind of nice because it wasn't specifically any kids.
Uh-huh, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
anyway,
yeah. Our kids love doing that, so that's a good.
Natalie Wright's dog,
Hmm.
Rachel Hartman photography,
Yeah.
Ethan Dittlinger.
Cool.
I need a little biographical thing for him,
Okay.
like a paragraph and a half or so. I think, I don't know, it's hard when you,
I like that.
Is that yours?
yeah,
You
Yeah.
just did that,
Nice.
didn't you?
yeah,
That's a-
when you
that's a
have to
cool
pick out
picture.
your own thing, like, I don't know what to put here.
I still love the blue bubbles.
Oh, by the way, April, you're in April.
Oh, I didn't even pay attention. Okay, yeah.
I accidentally put something else there and I was like, no, April gets April. Doug, you get September.
That's my birthday.
I thought it would be fun to put you somewhere unexpected.
Yeah,
My birthday's the 4th, so.
Nice.
Perfect.
yeah, awesome.
And,
She knew that.
Should have gone back here. 1 second.
In case you didn't know
So
what
you'll
Labor
see,
Day
like,
was,
we have a
that
lot
was
of
my
stuff
mom went
going on in
into
June.
labor.
Oh,
So that whole week is the Whitley
Theater
Arts
camp.
Theater
And then
Camp.
Spark.
And then Spark is right
Yeah.
there.
Uh-huh.
Good.
That's Lee Rodman.
Nice.
Joni Walker, the pumpkin.
Mhm.
So good.
well, that's fun. Who is that?
Kimberly
Kim.
Tubbs.
She'll be so
I
excited.
love her Santa pictures.
Oh, that is neat. That
I
is.
know, her Santa's.
Really festive.
so good.
Yeah.
It is very joyous.
Mm-hmm,
And
yeah. yeah.
I have to retype her paragraph because it was all caps, and I was like, I cannot do that right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's one of those things you have to be like in a frame of mind for, and I was not at
Yeah.
the time I was doing this. So, and then, oh, and on there we have our everything that I know of, I put on here.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's other things that are arts related that you guys want on here, let me know and we could go ahead and add them. And this is fun. This is the back page, and it's pictures of the commission.
That we drew.
Using
I
our
love
drawings.
that.
Mhm.
And I need to draw you, but in the meantime, there's a little like,
To add it,
yeah,
that's awesome.
Doug.
Mine doesn't look as bad as I thought.
It's in my living room, too.
Doug.
Is it?
You know who
Well,
I
mine
look
is
like?
too.
Miss
She did a really
Nelson,
good
and Miss Nelson is missing. I look just, look.
You do look like her.
I look just like Miss Nelson.
Anyway, so
Everything looks better with a frame on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Famous, you know.
I thought it was kind
He drew it
of
and
a
he
fun
told
way
me.
of representing the
I
group.
said, I'm so sorry.
That's so funny.
That's awesome.
So that's the back page of the calendar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's better than what I would draw. You should have drawn the backside of us.
And then I got the contact information.
I'm better at straight
Um,
on than profile, so that's why I apologize.
I didn't know if we have a commission email and if it's checked.
We do.
Okay.
Mhm. And I think I might have to dig for that one. We do. Because I think
Is
we
it a
talked
city
about.
email address?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because
Is
that
it
could be
arts?
subject to
It's-
public records, and we don't want to use our personal ones for those, probably.
Right. So for that reason, I had put my city one on there.
Yeah.
Because it would be subject to
Okay.
public records.
Yeah.
That'd work.
I mean, I don't care, whatever. It's,
You're the
I just-
president, you get the mail.
okay.
Ooh, that ought to be how it goes.
So let it be written, so let it be done.
So anyway,
It looks great.
if anybody
That
wants
looks
to
awesome.
take a closer look at the PDFs and help edit,
What's on the top of the calendar part now? Is it just like colors? Or
yeah, it's just like a little like,
I couldn't tell what it was.
it's kind of like color smoke or something.
Cool.
I don't know. It was just looking a little black and white and kind of something.
And it
so,
is supposed to be, yeah, we have several colors in the logo, and I think that,
I like it.
Yeah,
helps.
and I did want to make sure and put our logo on every page and our website. I did think it might be worthwhile to go back and actually on maybe every other month a thing about interested in volunteering
Mm-hmm.
and just like reiterate that point. So,
Yeah, for sure.
okay, that looks really good. Thanks for all that work.
thanks, I'm really glad it's done.
Well, it's done for 2025, but we really, if we're going to do it,
We
should
should
start for
probably start working on it.
2026.
No, I'll help you with it.
Easier. It'd be easier.
But it will be
now.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'cause
But
it's
I'm just gonna toss that out, that, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to add a January 2026, I was thinking like somebody that did it both times, like Deborah Miller.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
She did both, both times.
Mhm.
So there's a chance, if you wanted to add. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like we'd have to.
Yeah, I mean,
I
we
was the only
can.
person I was thinking, oh, I was trying to go through, who did it a couple, multiple times, and I think she was the only one I could think of that did a bow, like, well, you're in there already. I mean, like, it's got everybody in there, though, that's
They've all done it like twice.
just about, except for Jody.
Joni, right, that's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Not that that matters, but I think, if you're gonna,
Mhm.
if you need another one. If you don't, I think it's perfect.
If we can get started on the 2026, I'm thinking, why create more work right now? Let's get
Okay.
that out of ASAP.
Do the artists want their,
Great, here.
like,
Renee?
you can contact them at,
Renee
like,
didn't do
their
last year.
Facebook page or
The year
something to
So-
sell stuff?
So everyone who I have something for has their, like, I don't know where you would want people to contact you.
Just probably my email.
Okay,
Mhm.
so if, yeah. But like, if they have a website, it's on there. Doug, I just put the Art of Egoff on there.
Facebook?
Yeah,
That's fine.
okay. You want Whitley Arts on yours?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, so, anyway.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Looks really cool.
Cover's like up for grabs. That was just sort of
I think
thrown
it looks
together,
good.
so.
It blends good with the logo.
Okay.
Do you want my email address too? You can put that on.
Mm-hmm, I can, yeah.
What?
The Project E 2001. Project with a K.
There was one other artist too. I'm trying to think of her cute little name.
Okay, do you want that instead of,
Project E
Thing. She was in it
2001.
twice too.
@gmail.com.
Her name's on
yeah,
the
do you
tip
want
of my
that
tongue.
instead of,
Oh, I got it.
the Art of Egoff?
Jennifer Kraft.
I don't know, because I was looking at my Art of the Egoff the other day, and it doesn't seem like I'm getting any. I think I got into trouble
Oh,
with
okay.
the Frazettas. I sent him a nice picture of Frank that I did on that post, and I've had problems ever since.
Oh,
And somebody thinks I'm stealing, I guess, or,
Oh, no.
Oh, page.
I
okay.
don't know. I get a little warning, but.
Oh.
But I don't know if it was from that or something, because it seemed to become happen after I posted pictures of the artists and stuff that I painted on that post. So I seem to only get like one response off of stuff, and doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of anybody looking at it, so I don't even know if it's out there anymore.
yeah, that's not good.
I don't get on Facebook.
That's all right.
much.
I'm gonna get
Algorithms
off
are kind of
Facebook
a,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't gotten on Facebook much in the last couple of years. It's gotten really toxic.
Yeah,
So, and I guess it was more than Deborah, really. So, yeah, I guess, never mind.
Well, and
Because
we're
we
gonna
got
want, and
Paige
we're gonna
and
want
Jennifer
fresh artists
Kraft.
for the 2026.
We are, I
one.
just was trying to, like, trying to make sure, I didn't want people to feel like bummed, I guess.
well, keep in mind that
But,
I did contact everybody.
Oh, you
who's-
did? Okay,
yeah,
then
and
you're
Put
good.
it out there
Yeah.
widely, so,
then you're good. I was
Yeah.
trying to just think, oh, because I thought that was, when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this is good. This is, people that have done a lot of stuff,
yeah.
yeah, in town and stuff. Yeah, then we're good.
And next year, if we get more people that want to do it, I mean, we could have 2 people on each month. It doesn't have to be just one.
Well, that would work too, yeah.
And
For
then
sure.
there's also, the back page could be different, the cover could be somebody different, like
Somebody's,
whatever.
yeah, I think it's perfect.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
we could do with that. So we just gotta hurry up and get this one out so we can.
Yeah, it's paid for, so,
Yeah.
yeah, just gotta,
So we
Get it
ended
rolling.
up covering
perfect.
the calendar.
We did.
We did.
We did.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
I think we get to
Never
print
mind.
100.
We had thought, I mean, we
100-ish.
basically, we had
Yeah,
money to do some projects, and that was one of the projects we
Yeah.
decided to spend money on.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we did the calendar, we did some Bones Theater ads and some WJHS underwriting.
yep.
Yeah, I remember now.
I'll hop down real quick on the WJHS underwriting. They are
Been a
working
couple
together,
months since I-
they are working on putting together some stuff. There's also room for us to send them stuff, so, I'm inclined to put something together about the volunteer opportunities. for that, but I don't have anything really new to report on that.
Okay.
The bones, I just wanted to, okay with everybody, like if we run the first month, just maybe the commission, follow us on Facebook. We can maybe add the volunteers. I just need to know specifically what we want for that first one, and then as we can change it as we get closer to kind of go towards events. But for the first one,
I could send you that panel from the back page of the calendar.
okay.
If you wanted to
Because
use that.
he said we could put calendars there,
Yeah,
so,
and it's got our contact info, 3 different
Yeah.
contact things, and,
because I was thinking maybe the first month to just do the general info.
We could put the registration information
mhm.
already.
Yeah. That's why I didn't know, like, for the first, I'm trying to get it rolling like ASAP. So maybe for the first one, do the info, and then we can change it. He just needs a good 2 to 3 weeks notice before we change it. So like if we run a month of general info, and then maybe by then, we would have more details, you know, of where, you know, to direct people if they want to register.
Okay.
Is
Good.
this, are we talking
Like a theater,
the theater?
yeah, running an ad. So,
So how long of an ad is it?
at
Something
30,
that popped in my head about the
30
registration
seconds?
form. What if that was in the registration form was like in
30
the calendar? You know how
seconds.
they kind of staple the advertisements in a,
We could make a
So-
paper one and tuck it in there.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that it's such a select group of people that want a registration. I wouldn't know if that would be a good use of paper, literally. Because it's an online registration.
Yeah. Is that ready to go for this year?
Well, I don't know.
Or we could just make
I'll
one?
look at it.
Okay.
At the risk of overusing it, is it possible that somebody could edit down the,
we talked about the studio art tour video, yes. And I told, we kind of talked about that because I was like, if Scott said he would do it, but he does, you know, it's Nick's work, so if Nick would rather condense like a short 30-second, I mean, he can edit, but because
do you
it's
know
his
if Nick would
video.
care?
I'll ask him. I don't think he would care if we edited it, but I'll ask him if he will.
He just didn't want to step on his toes.
Tell him he
you
is
know.
welcome to do it for free. We did pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't know that we signed a contract as to who actually owns these rights.
Right,
But I think we'll give him the courtesy ask.
yeah. And then, yeah.
But I think that would be good, because we could even, hey, you know, sort of fog that out, and put information, print information on
That's-
top of it.
yeah.
But have something,
Right.
30 seconds is a long time to stare at a slide.
Right, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It can be adequately
Yeah.
condensed, yeah,
Unless we put a QR code up there that took us
Right.
to our website.
yeah.
Another idea.
That too.
That's a good idea.
Because it is on our website.
Can we ever, like, do almost like a PowerPoint, a scrolling of artwork, people,
He can, he can, the guy, Bones has a guy that just, that's his job is to do this. So we just gotta say what we want
that'd
and
be kind of fun,
provide,
too.
provide the pictures to him, and he can do anything.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah. So I didn't know for the first one, if we just did a general teaser, like this is what we are, here we are, and then we can start rolling, you know,
Yeah.
March, start going
Mm-hmm.
with studio art tour
Yeah.
stuff. And do you want me to like roll with the stuff on the calendar?
Yeah, if you want to.
And we could even put like
It's a great idea.
calendars available here,
Mhm.
because there're gonna be some there.
That would be a nice tie-in. Be a real nice tie-in.
We're gonna run out of calendars pretty fast.
We
What,
probably
you
will.
print 100?
Yeah, we can only
Okay,
do
well,
100.
bring the first 5 or 6, whatever, 7, 8 here.
Yeah.
Well, new, I mean,
I think
yeah,
we should all get like a certain number of them.
So,
we can see where it
Everybody
goes
gets
too,
10 and
and
off you go.
Yeah.
use this year's funding like to print a few more if they go crazy fast. You know what I mean?
People
Yeah.
be knocking down the doors to get them.
we'll see. The phones have changed my use of calendars at home a great deal, so.
Yeah.
I've mentioned it a
Yeah.
couple times.
That's
and
why you
people are
put
kind of
art on
excited
them.
about
I
it.
just
That's
hang 'em
cool
up
that
for
you
the
got all the
pictures.
dates and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just-
Well, and I foresee everybody who's in there having their month and then making a fuss to their own circle of people, like, oh, this month.
That's right.
Well, and you can always like, this is thinking ahead, but like say we have something coming up that isn't on the calendar. If we're doing an event where we could promote it, you can make little stickers that they
Mhm.
can put on their calendar that have,
Yeah.
you
Like
know.
your appointments.
Yeah, they can just stick it on the calendar,
Mhm.
like,
Mhm.
you know, you can pass out that too.
Oh, shoot. I may have to leave early.
Grandkids?
Yes.
Do we have anything on street art?
We haven't really
Okay.
decided what we were gonna do or where we were gonna do it, or.
We have a lot going on at the moment. We can just not worry about street art.
Do we have a budget for that, or did we?
Because we talked about not doing street, right, and doing.
Yeah,
Try to
doing
make
like
vertical.
walls. So this isn't technically, I don't know, maybe it is sort of. The 250, what is it, like commission? Oh, group, I don't know. People who are planning things for the 250th anniversary.
That was something I was thinking about the
Um,
other day, about patriotic artwork or something.
So they have
Yeah.
talked about it and
Sure.
wanted me to ask if this group would be interested in spearheading a mural for the 250th.
Oh, that'd be
Boy,
cool.
that big wall down there on that corner we keep talking about, it would be a great place to do a 250.
I've got a
Yeah.
design,
You have a design already?
a thumbnail that I worked on, I don't know.
I
what
guess
we
that's a
could
yes, we certainly, do
Okay.
they know where they want the mural?
They didn't say, they just kind of wanted
Throwing the
one to
idea out
happen.
there to see if
Mhm.
it's an option first, probably.
Yeah, and see if we wanted to partner on that.
That'd be cool,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you can get a
I'm gonna go
couple
to their
people.
meeting in
That'd be
March
awesome.
and I can get some more information then.
Yeah,
So what's that called, a Sesqua bicentennial?
Seth, no, that's 200.
250,
Oh, was it 150?
250?
250.
Two
Sesquicentennial is 150, bicentennial is 2.
I said
This is
sesqua,
250.
is it a Sesqua bicentennial?
Oh, gosh.
Is what I asked, that was the word that I used.
I don't
That's
know.
why I
What
asked
did
that.
you call?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I said, is it a sesqua bicentennial?
I don't know.
A
I don't even know what
sesquicentennial
that
is
is.
I'm gonna
150.
find out what Google says about that.
Good
Yeah.
job.
No, I knew a sesquicentennial was 150 years.
I thought that's what you said.
It's a sesquicentennial plus a,
Sesquicentennial,
I was
Sesqua,
gonna go with 250 years.
yeah,
sestercentennial,
sesqua,
Oh,
sisters.
what?
or
Sesqua?
quarter millennial.
Yeah,
A quarter
that just sounds
millennial.
Canadian to me.
That's easy to say.
yeah. I still can't, I don't
Whole
remember the
lot
other
of
one already.
years.
Yes, okay. I'm going to, henceforth, on the street art, I'm going to change that to public art. Let's broaden it up a little
Yeah.
bit, since
Okay.
we've been talking about making it broader.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking, in addition, we may be able to, Sester, quarter millennial, or,
Sester quarter.
wow.
This is a.
That sounds contagious.
It does.
Well, that's why I asked if it was,
That's
I'm gonna pronounce
complicated.
it.
Exactly.
so,
Can you use that in the
my
sentence?
option was not one of them.
Can you spell that?
Wow.
The options are
Quarter millennial.
semi-quincentennial, sesquicentennial, quarter millennial. We'll get little people running around. Or bicentennial, what the heck?
I'm just impressed you even like could attempt that. It's fine.
Bicentennial.
In fairness, I knew sesquicentennial because my alma mater celebrated its sesquicentennial when I was
Ah.
in school,
Okay.
so, a few years ago.
Okay.
And they are getting ready for their bicentennial coming up, if that tells you anything.
So Greg, we're going to change that to public?
I think,
Public
is that
art?
okay?
Yeah.
And I'll just show it tabled for now, we can visit again.
Okay.
But I think that includes both the mural, if we want to do the patriotic stuff.
Yeah.
I think that also includes, we've talked about focusing on the park,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't think that's a bad idea. I like to having the awareness downtown a little bit
Mm-hmm.
too, but especially if we can can get some sculptors or some folks that will do some, either some interactive or some more permanent fixtures, I think that's a great idea. So I'm gonna put public art, open it up, that can still include if we wanna do some other things around too.
Okay,
Okay?
Perfect.
all right.
All right.
Bill, do you have anything on the Marshall Building project, or is that something we should table for now?
Probably should table for the moment.
Okay.
Okay?
And in the interest of leaving early, I will say that Peabody Library would like to host a chess club if we can find somebody to
Do it.
mentor kids, okay?
Good.
And it's not specifically for kids. I just simply, on the arts page and even on my Facebook page, it's like, you don't have to be a professional, you just have to be better than somebody else.
Do we have a local, do we have a local or a regional master or something like that?
No.
Because I know you get into grandmaster and you get into all sorts of things, but we don't have.
We need a guy in a trench coat who's outside.
We need a high, yeah, we need like a
Sounds in
high school
Boston,
kid and a grandpa and some
He's a
mom, you know.
We need a Morgan Freeman type to come in and,
Who knows how to play chess?
We just need people.
We'll set up some tables out on the
Okay,
courthouse
so
lawn.
here's my ask. On top
I
of
guess if we
bringing
flew him
new
in, he would
artists
probably
next
play.
month, does anybody know anybody who plays chess? If so, would you please talk to them?
Okay.
That's my
I'm
ask.
gonna, did you share something on Facebook? Cause I'll
I did,
share it.
and I
Okay.
got like one response.
Did you, is it made where you can share?
It's on the Whitley Arts page.
It is, okay.
All right,
I'll
I'll
share.
do
right, I could pinch hit on cribbage or backgammon or 20 other things, but not chess.
I know,
I can
so,
play chess, but I don't know if I can beat anybody.
well, you know,
Wear a
like,
trench coat and sit outside.
you can coach a fifth grader or a sixth grader.
You obviously have a different image of somebody in a trench coat outside,
know,
a man
it's
in a
like-
trench coat, and I was like, I'm thinking that's creepy. I'm thinking that's creepy,
It's
yes.
like seeing this thing in a park. I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the same thing.
Maybe excuse.
You do know she paints from visions in her head,
Do we
right?
need to have any more quorum? We have quorum. if I
We have
look at it.
quorum,
Yeah.
and,
Okay.
but I don't think we have really anything else to talk about. do we?
I have one little new business that I've talked about a long time ago, and I just wanted to put it back in your brain pan. Is having some arts-infused New Year's Eve downtown event where you go from place to place to place to place, and there'd be performers and art and music and all those things. I would love to see that happen.
Okay.
Thank you. See ya.
Bye, thank
Bye, Becky.
you.
I am so sorry, I had the flu twice. That's what happened to me last month. I got my second one of the flu, so. Yeah,
Yikes,
real
Louise.
Okay, everybody. See ya.
Well, unless we want to talk about her after she leaves, do we have anything else to?
I don't think we have.
I want to talk about her after she leaves.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm gone.
Bye.
Really, or should we, do we have anything else, or do we adjourn?
I like the
Right.
New Year's Eve event, but I would also like to do something the night we have the parade.
Oh, the Christmas
Yeah.
thing.
Oh.
I mean, we just have so many people downtown then.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it would be nice to have something set up where people could come in and sell stuff.
You're
Yeah.
talking about the
Like it.
Christmas?
Like the, what is it, in November?
Yeah,
When
Oh.
the day after
when we have the
Thanksgiving.
parade of lights.
Little pumpkins on parade?
Oh,
is
yeah,
that
yeah,
the
yeah.
one? Is that
Well,
your
we
thing?
try to do our
No,
holiday
Christmas parade.
art market. We've talked about trying to do it then,
Mhm.
and in the past, it's
I
been
just wouldn't be
closer.
much help because it's
Yeah,
chaos with the parade.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I would love to see something happen to keep the people down there because there's a lot of people
I mean,
for.
you just have
Yeah.
a lot of people and that's around Christmas time. People are looking to buy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it,
Oh, I think that's a great idea. That's-
Yeah,
Because that's normally what this Black Friday or the Saturday right after.
Yeah,
Right
it's the
around
Black Friday.
Mhm.
yeah. And the year before, we tagged it right
I think we did
before
the
it.
next
Are we
day.
talking?
Yeah,
Are we talking Christmas-oriented stuff or just
No.
like?
No,
just-
Christmas
well, I think
presents.
maybe we should make that, because I think a lot of people, when they think about the, market, Christmas market, they're thinking all kinds of Christmas.
yeah, no, it doesn't have to be
No.
a Christmas
It's just like
market, just kind
shopping
of
for
a.
I do, in my head, that's the only thing I think, it's like,
yeah,
once,
yeah. when we advertised, we tried to do like buy
Yeah.
gifts from local artists for Christmas, like, you know.
Because when I like used to go to Texas for Christmas in Austin, they have an art bazaar and it's huge and it's just artists selling everything. They have a band there. I mean, people.
Austin
they have-
can do it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's but it's just kind of cool. Like I've gone there and bought Christmas presents.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much.
No, I think that's a
Yeah.
great idea
Yeah.
in terms of a forum,
Mm-hmm.
if there would be some way to make it available, and yet, what you're saying is you have planted in your brain, if you hear that.
I think a lot of, artists, they're not,
Mhm.
thinking that this is some kind of like Christmas.
I know that the
Oriented.
year
It's a place up in
before
Michigan.
was where to do it,
That
we
has-
had issues, cause like
Well,
Cluxton
I think-
has the
I think the years
trees
past when
and,
they've had the Christmas
Van
stuff, there's
Buren,
been
but
a
we'd
lot
have to
of
probably rent it
holiday
out.
oriented
yeah,
Yeah,
so
that
I
would
think
be
that
what
was
I
the
said.
other issue, I
So
think,
a
cause
lot
it's
of
like
local
you've
people
got,
just go,
you've got
you know,
stuff
it's just-
already in
I don't-
other
Don't
places.
need another Christmas.
I don't know if
dish
there's
to-
anything that's not being rented downtown that we could.
Yeah, or like the community
Like
center
a
maybe.
pop-up shop
Yeah,
kind
just
of.
have like a
Uh-huh.
pop-up thing.
Yeah,
Be like, hey, we
cause I
need
think
it
that
for
was our
a
hiccup
weekend.
the year before when we tried to do it, cause we tried to do it that
Was it Chapman's
day.
one year, right?
Yeah.
We did Chapman's that year, but we really wanted to do it the day of the parade, and we had a hard time finding where to do it. Cause, Clugston's got all the trees and, but yeah, that's we'll have to think on that. It's
Okay.
always the Black Friday.
So part of the
Yeah.
problem was the
We'll figure it
venue.
out.
Yeah.
And the library is gonna be committed because they do the Christmas at the library, but would that be going on at that time? Not the
But
library,
you kinda want
the,
it
the,
downtown
the
'cause
historical,
Yeah.
the museum.
Yeah.
The museum is a different date. It's that first Friday in December.
Okay,
And I
so,
have that on the calendar.
so would the museum be a possibility?
On the night of the parade, they would, but that's still like, it's kind of too far away, I think.
Yeah, you
You're
want,
gonna want it on
say
this
like right
main-
downtown.
Yeah.
Just up here where everybody's at.
But I do have that date still on the calendar for next year for us to partner with them again
Mhm.
for Arts Marketplace in the Annex area,
Okay. Or the on the,
when they're
In the
having their
December
big
date.
Christmas event, which corresponds with the other downtown Christmas events. And there's talk about, I don't know if this is gonna happen or not, but potentially some kind of like transportation running between downtown and the museum.
Mm. Okay.
Because that's like the same night that,
the 2 blocks? I'm just confused.
yeah, like if somebody wants to go to the Nativity and the other things, that they could just park one place and then ride around to go to. Yeah,
I used to walk 13 blocks one direction for work from my parking spot in downtown
Yeah.
Indianapolis, so.
I'm not bothered by it,
Yeah,
It's
Well,
cold
time of
out and
year.
Older, I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
like
Okay.
older people might.
Or I know, like, if I have all my kids,
And I
You
think
know,
it's a way too of
loading all
connecting the
6 of them
museum.
in.
Well,
No.
what about the Van Buren space?
I looked into that 2 years ago, and it was cost.
I would say it's probably pretty expensive.
And I can't remember, because it's been a couple
Plus
of
it would
years.
be a Friday, which is their prime time.
Yeah, so it was like we would get charged, kind of like I did look into the Chamber of Commerce thing. I did look into that.
Yeah.
Chamber of Commerce, and it was $600 for half a
The
page.
center could be a maybe.
That's not a bad idea.
They have that.
Center's really not a bad idea.
That's what I was just saying, the center, because it's
And
catty
it is
corner.
right downtown.
Well, and the other thing is that the parade has now expanded so much that that street, a lot of that street is covered with people. So it's not
And
like
I-
a big gap.
I'm 99% sure, which, different year, but 2 years ago, I even asked them 2 years ago, and they did have something.
The center?
Yeah, but that's 2 years ago, because I remember, I probably have it written down. But that, I don't think that was a yearly thing they do every year, but that year they had something.
We
But
could
we
look
could-
into it.
Yeah,
Are we
we
not
can ask.
taking advantage of all our resources? Is there any way to secure most of the building here at City Hall? Secure individual doors and yet maybe use the area by the clerk's
The
office
foyer.
and up and
I mean,
around in
that's
the
a
Yeah.
question
foyer?
that could be
Yeah.
asked.
Because that is right downtown. We have
Well, and
restrooms, we
it's
have
got
heat. We are,
restrooms, Yeah,
Yeah,
that would be a good spot.
it's high profile.
it's worth looking
And,
into.
yeah,
And it's where the parade ends.
yeah, okay.
So it's
So
kind
I-
of a good
Oh,
spot.
the parade.
And we wouldn't even have to have access to all up here and everything if we wouldn't want to, but I don't know if there's any way to even secure the building. But if we could even just down in the foyer area, even there could be some stuff outside if it was nice, but
Mhm.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
of course, if we're selling things, is that the goal, to sell things?
Mm-hmm. It's not just display, it's to sell, local artists be able to sell
You could run a big tent, and you get a couple heaters.
heaters.
Yes.
Hopefully it's
Yeah,
not
let's
like
keep,
last year.
I guess we'll keep
Yeah.
Keep thinking
Last
about
year
spitballing
was-
it. Okay.
About died last year. I was like, what is going on?
If I had a bigger office, I could offer my office, but it's,
It was so bad last
Do
year.
you still have that space occupied right
I was
next
like,
to you?
and that's our first
Yeah.
time we did the parade. I was like, why did we do?
yes, because that would be a nice space. Tony Sigraff uses that.
Oh, okay.
But you know,
We need to
one space that's
investigate.
not used that
Yeah.
I'm aware of, there's gotta be space in the old Sprint, CenturyLink, blah, 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 blah,
Oh,
the front of
yeah.
that used to have customer service offices and the Jack Moore used to be in. They still run service trucks, that's right next to us, it's out of the
They just
back.
don't do anything.
But
Cross office?
yeah, but I don't know what, if anything goes on in the front.
How would you even contact anyone?
Well, even that State Farm right there on the
Online street.
online street, they used it for Women's Night, and there's a lot of space in that. Like, there was a whole area,
Yeah, that whole front end is.
or the
all-
VFW, or the
Usage
Elks
store
too, there's tons of space. That's where, for Women's Night, they kinda use those, there's a lot of room. If you could, reach out and maybe they would
Who owns the building?
be
The
open.
jail.
Mm,
For a year, I mean, yes, that would absolutely be a possibility.
Yeah.
they be out
I
of there
don't know.
already?
That's a good
Um,
question.
I
That
feel
bowling
like-
center or something too, and
They're working,
they're all in the corner there.
Yeah, but the upside to the jail is that the city will have ownership of that.
Mm-hmm.
the
soon.
police station should be there by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Cause I was thinking that was like
And there was some
next year.
preliminary sketches of making community space in there,
Mm-hmm.
and they're kind of wanting to add some art-related elements to it, so, like.
Yeah, that would work.
I mean, in the
If it
future, at least,
happens,
that might
yeah,
be.
for sure, 'cause that's right there.
Mhm.
Yep.
Cause I'm sure we could use that space. Good idea, Mike, it's a good
Yeah.
one.
I move to adjourn.
Okay.
All right.
Second. Anybody in favor of adjournment?
Aye.
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 And Jen, you seconded?
Yeah.
Aye,
I think I was
aye, aye.
also made the motion, or I don't know. Oh, you did.
I did look, our email is on our website.